Are we back?
Oh man, we're up to eight viewers here for a second. All right, guys.
Yeah, we're back up.
Hopefully we are back up. Can you guys hear me? Awesome. Yeah,
Yep, Skoback says, yep,
we literally just had to
we're
reboot.
back.
We literally just had to reboot
We're
OBS.
we're back. That's nice. It was a dramatic break before the big battle.
Yay! Cool. Thank you, Skoback. Thank you, Novus Templar. Keep talking. That's the first time Glades Runner has ever
She's
asked me
ever
to
said that
keep
to you?
talking. Yeah. Alrighty. She says I'm good all the time, but she's never told me to keep talking.
Uh, all right then.
All right, now where were we? We were in.
We were beginning at turn
We're
7,
getting
so we
ready to start
just
American Fireface. Okay, guys, we're back. Hopefully, everybody can still hear us. We had to stop the stream and restart the stream.
yep.
And let's see what's going on in here. I'm checking out the chat for a second. Hello, everyone. I know Novus Templar is with us. Skoback. Oh, Twitch. You know what? You're really about to. What's going on here?
It takes time for Twitch to catch up. It's fine. It'll catch up with us.
Okay, mesh frequency. I'm looking over at YouTube now. Mesh frequency, you had a question. Where can I find the rules for this? Sorry, Mesh, we had to restart the chat. If you're still with us, let's see if I can answer this question here. Valor-and-victory.com is the rule set for this. So hopefully I
Yep.
didn't lose you there. E.S. Taylor, hey, how you doing? Sid Rep Podcast. Make sure that our whatchamacallit stream, our YouTube stream is back up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, Mesh, if you're still with us, apologies. We had to restart the stream. We had an OBS crash. If you're interested in this rule set, it's at valor-and-victory.com by Barry Doyle. Highly recommended. The game is free to download and print and play. The only thing you won't find is this map. This particular map I designed myself in Photoshop, but all the other stuff is available. If you go to Board Game Geek, you will find tons of people who make their own maps like this. Yeah, they're available to download and print and play. It's great. All right, so we're back up on YouTube and we're back up on Twitch. Oh man, how many people we got here? Angel of Flight. Yeah, we got a bunch of people. Hi, you guys. Thanks very much. Rasmus, Skoback, Novus Templar. Sweet. Okay, guys. There you go. Germans have hacked American communication systems, Novus Templar says. We will jam your radio transmissions. I should start doing like Hitler rant videos about these games. What do you mean the Americans are across the wall? Everybody get out of the room. Okay, cool. So we completed your command phase. We were going to start your direct fire, I think.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep, we're in fire phase. Well. Okay. Yeah. I think the Irish Guards are going to fire again.
All right.
Bandolier.
That's right. Yeah, they can take the same fire they did before. The chance isn't the best still, but you know.
No. It is what it is at this point.
But then again, it's a 5 centimeter mortar as opposed to an 88, so the threat
Yep.
out of that hex is a lot less. All right,
Yep.
so he is on the 10 row, and he's going to roll with +3 to his dice roll.
Yep. Okay, here we go. 11.
That was a paint shell from Oddball.
Yeah.
Okay, his buddy has to add 4.
Yep. An 8.
All right.
Good night. I cannot hit anything today.
Okay.
I think everything else is out of range, so we'll just go right into movement.
Rasmus, if I don't know when exactly we lost sound, but yes, you were absolutely right about those smoke screens. Thanks very much. I had the smoke screen in the wrong place, but he fixed it. Okay, so yeah, it's time for movement.
Yep. Okay, so let's see here. Let me turn my mic down. It's a little hot. I can hear it myself. Okay. Um, let's go with my other Irish Guards.
Yep.
How many tanks can stack?
2.
Just two to a hex, huh?
Yep.
Can you move them? I really wanted to move. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something really crazy.
Okay.
Can you take the top one?
Yep.
Now, I would have to split them in the command phase, right?
No. Tanks cannot combine their fire. You've noticed, even though they're in the same stack,
Uh,
and they don't have to. You don't have to divide the unit. No, tanks always
okay.
move and fire separately.
All right, perfect then. Can I move the top one to Alpha Charlie 11?
Yep. That
And
was
can you
technically
turn?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's plenty of movement.
Are you able to turn him clockwise, one facing?
Easy. He did that without coming out
Now,
of second gear.
yeah.
That was literally
Now,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement points. He has 10. Yeah.
do I have line? What? Can you do a fire arc for me so I can
Sure.
see where I'm going to
This
have
guy can see
blockage?
just about everything. The only thing
Well,
he's
what I'm looking at is can I hit the guys on the south side of the bridge?
Oh no, that's
Or is
AG.
that building an Alpha Golf
Yeah,
10 blocking?
AG-10's gonna block
Damn it.
everything. Yeah.
Can I blow up the building?
They don't have rules for that. I did create rubble
All right,
counters and
then.
crater counters for the World War One game.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Okay, so now the question becomes, how do I do this?
Well, I know how you're gonna do it. It's just I don't think you're gonna like it.
No, I'm not, because I'm going
Yeah.
to sacrifice, but I have to do it. All right, so the group that's on the north-south road, the Shermans of the Grenadier Guards,
Yep.
run them up until they make contact.
All right, they're in contact.
All right. My second group,
Yep.
can they go off the road?
Yes.
Or can they not go into buildings?
Oh yeah,
What I'm
AG-10.
looking at is Alpha
You know
Golf
what?
10.
There's only one building in there, and I'm not gonna worry about
Yeah.
it.
All right, can they move into Alpha Golf 10?
Yeah.
That's
And
where I want them.
that's no problem. Yeah, now they have line of sight.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I just realized I put.
What?
You know what? I'm gonna remove these sandbags. Those sandbags are in a building hex with pavement. That's a +5. That's
Well,
that's
whatever.
that's a touch much. Um, really, Excel? You gonna do that to me? All right, never mind. There we go. Yeah, it's still a +3 to hit them because they're in a building
Okay.
hex with pavement underneath them. They're in hardened buildings.
No, that's all right.
All right.
We'll figure it out, right?
Yep.
All right, my last Irish guard.
Yep.
Can you run him up the road, please?
Sure. He's gonna go ahead and he's on a road, so his first turn is free. And then
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and then he turns again.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right, cool.
All right.
Opportunity
So
fire.
that takes care of that. Now it's up to my paratroopers.
Well, I'm going to take but just to keep.
Are
the
you going
turn
to take
sequence,
opportunity fire?
Just to keep the turn sequence together. Opportunity fire.
Yeah, that's fine. Please
Okay,
do.
so
Please
first,
do.
Bolthy with the Panzerschreck.
Uh-huh.
That's my
Here
boy
it comes,
there.
guys.
All right,
Here
Bolthy
it
with
comes.
the Panzerschreck. He is anti-tank weapon 8 or less. I am shooting
Panzerschreck.
tank terror. I'm shooting into buildings.
Yep.
I think that still counts. Yeah, the tanks get like partial cover. I were both who's in the hex. So that's going to be a 7 or less. I have to get
Yep.
because that's technically buildings in. I don't usually play in big built-up areas. That's technically buildings, much less with tanks. Buildings with gravel underneath it. Like +3 buildings. Long story short, take a hit.
Drink!
There you go. +3 buildings. So as far as I know, that's a cover bonus. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Cover modifiers apply to all 2 hit rolls. That's literally right in front of me. Okay, yes, that +3 totally counts. This is when oddball drives into the building, and just has like his gun pointing out the window.
Uh-huh.
He had some bonus. However, there's a +2 officer in there. So basically, my target number is going to go up by 1, +3, -2. So my 8 or less now becomes a 7 or less to hit with the Panzerschreck. Wir mussten mit dem
I'm sweating it.
Panzerschreck hitten! Jetzt, bitte, please! That is a 10. That Panzerschreck missed. Went across the street, hit the cafe across the corner there. Boom! It's okay. I get
Now,
another.
is the Panzerschreck a reloadable or is it a one-time?
Oh no, that's a reloadable weapon.
Okay,
That
that's
is.
right. Panzer
Yeah,
Faust is
there
the
you go. Yeah,
one-time.
Panzerschreck
Yep,
is basically the Germans stole the idea for the bazooka. It's the one thing the Germans stole
that's right.
from us.
Yep.
They do have
Well, we're just gonna have to
they do
eliminate
have
him.
Panzerschrecks in this game. Not in this scenario,
Yep.
but yeah, they're basically like ranged grenades. They're grenades like anti-tank grenades with a range of like 2 or something. All right,
Whew.
that 20 millimeter gun is going to take a poke at these guys over here as well. They
Okay.
are a gun at no guns at 10 hexes or less. He actually has a better chance to hit, believe it or not. He just isn't going to penetrate. Guns. He's a gun. It's a 2 centimeter flak. 2 centimeter gun at 10 or less. 10 hexes or less. He's obviously 1 hex away, so that starts off at a 10. I have to subtract 3. I have no officer in there. So he's also going to be a 7, is the end result of that. All right, 2 centimeter gun firing at the Grenadier Guards. Another 6, that's not good. 6 and a 2. I just barely missed. Oh, I
Okay.
don't believe it. The British got so lucky there.
Ha ha.
That's all right. I do get another whole swing with that in my turn.
Yeah, you do.
Technically, we're in your turn.
Yeah, you do.
Other defensive
Yep.
fire. Let me get my SS guys and oh wait, I'm not calling these guys on the radio. SS guys and Alpha Charlie 5, answer please. Shh. They're like the rebels in the Battle of Hoth. American paratroopers are on this side of the river. American paratroopers are like shh. All right, princess, that's it. We're out of here. All right, all I do have seriously though is that half track and that artillery crew that has no guns. They're pretty much just guys
Yeah.
blown loose from their unit. This is that kind of patchwork late war German defense. They're almost like Volkssturm or militia or whatever at this point. So
Yeah.
I got 6 points, no officers, firing into a smoke screen, add 1. So 6, add 1. This is defensive fire, not opportunity fire. Because you didn't move. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Sorry, you haven't moved
You're
yet.
in opportunity fire only.
Because I shot against these tanks, which did move. It
Uh-huh.
actually behooves me to wait until you move. All right, sorry, go ahead.
All right. That's okay. That's all right. Can we go scroll this map over to would be the west, please?
Oh yeah,
All right. So let's take whoever this lieutenant is here. I can't see his name.
Thompson up here. To the
H Company.
northwest.
No,
Oh, okay.
down here. We'll start down here.
Oh, that's your captain. Yeah.
Let's run them up the road, if you would, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He gets another movement point because he started on the road. He can't go anywhere because the hexes are all jam packed.
Right.
But yeah.
Yep. That's fine because it's all got. All right. And if you could go to the next unit there.
All right, we're just gonna move this whole column up the river.
Yep, please.
Start off on the road. So 1, or actually 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hold on.
You got to go back one.
Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
These guys have literally been on this beach before. They have to go all the way back.
Right.
They're going to arrive at the
Okay.
battle area right when the game ends. All right.
Those guys up there.
Oh, boy. Are you going to
We're
assault
gonna-
that German castle?
Yeah, we are.
Ah,
Rush them in.
All righty, here we go.
You gonna take opportunity fire with your officer?
I have to. I get some killer bonuses, but I only have 1 point. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4. You have to go in. You can't cross any of that water.
Yep.
There's a literal moat. To this day,
Yep.
that thing is still there. Okay, here he goes. These guys are all pinned. That MG34 belongs to a pinned guy, so I'm not able to use that. It is just this one officer with his MP40.
Whew.
Erickson. Untersturmführer Erickson versus Lieutenant Thompson. Fight! Alright, it's a cage match in that little fortress there. You're going to wind up taking the subjective hex after all. Okay, cool. So that will be 1 point. Subtract 2 for point blank opportunity fire. And I'm throwing in my last SS grenade.
Okay.
So I have one last black SS grenade. These guys here have 3 grenades left, but that's only the gray guys on this side of the map. So the
Okay.
SS, so the American paratroopers had 9, the SS had 6, the Wehrmacht had 3, so both sides had 9. But I kind of broke it between the two German factions, so to speak. But this is my last my last SS grenade, so that's going to reduce it by another one. So I only get 1 point, but I get to
Yep.
subtract 4 from the die roll. He's pretty much going to bring somebody out, the first guy across that moat. Okay, at least I hope so. The way I've been rolling, maybe not. Erickson, do it! Oh my God, what did I tell you? All right, 9
Whew.
subtract 4 becomes 5. 5 is my adjusted roll. That's still not great. Where are my charts? I had at least 2 of these charts hanging around here somewhere.
On a 1 to 4.
On a 1 to 4, I rolled an adjusted 5. That's 2 casualty points.
Okay.
So it looks like you're dropping half a squad.
Yep. I'll
All right.
drop a half a squad.
He killed shot 4 Americans coming across that bridge. But now I'm pretty sure he's toast. Let me get a half squad that's not valorous yet. The way you've been rolling. No, you've been getting a lot of bad rolls too, honestly. Okay, that 30 caliber machine gun is an L light. Let me get this thing out of the way. Is an L light weight class. You can use it in an assault. There are H class assault weapons or support weapons like
Uh huh.
mortars that you cannot use in an assault, but that's not the case here. So you can use it. That's my last grenade. Cool. The assault goes in, I am assuming, but you know what? Let's keep the turn sequence together, and we'll get to that when we get to that. This movement happened. Okay, are you going to move any of these guys over here? I think those
Yeah.
are
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Here we come. All right. I want you to move the whole kit and caboodle
Yep.
down the road, as fast as they can go.
I'm going to literally grab the whole first rank. Here's the
Yep.
first
Please
rank.
do.
Oh
I would
no.
like to end up in Alpha Delta if possible.
One. Oh, one guy got left behind. Hold on. Come on. Select all the damn pieces. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, easy. 5. This
All right.
group can keep going. If you
Yeah.
want to
Keep
get
going.
adjacent to that half track hex. So, yeah,
Yep.
they do. Oh, and he grabbed the smoke. He ran so fast he took the smoke with him. Okay.
Can you
1,
move
2,
Cook
3,
up into
4,
Alpha Echo?
5. Yeah. Okay. Here's a quick suggestion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This squad from Pierce's platoon can wind up
Uh huh.
in the same hex with Cook. Unless you
Okay.
wanted to go to Alpha Echo. If you want to go to Alpha Echo, then he can't. Oh, actually,
No. Go ahead and put him.
you know what?
Go ahead and.
If he
Go
does
ahead.
that, he's moving without an officer, so technically that's not possible.
Yeah. No. Don't
Okay,
want to do
sorry.
that.
Alpha Echo 6, you're talking about this hex right here?
Yep.
That's fine. That's legal. Yeah, you have a movement point left over. The thing is, I'd have a penalty, but you would be in line of sight of that.
Oh. I thought the bridge was blocking sight
Well,
there.
the bridge was blocking sight, but that's the edge of the hex. I would have a -1 to
Okay.
shoot past the hex for
Then
partial
just leave
cover.
them right where they're at. Just
Okay.
go ahead and leave them, and then bring on everybody else behind them.
Yeah, so again, you always, again, for people in the chat, you always measure from the center of the hex to the center of the hex. So if she was in Alpha Echo 6, it scrapes by the top of the hex. When it scrapes by the hex, it's considered what they call a hindrance. It's a +1 penalty. But because of where he's at now I'm not scraping along the edge of the hex. I'm going through a part of the hex I can't see. That 20 millimeter can't see squat. The 20 millimeter can see that guy. So I'll be taking some more opportunity fire with my 20 in just a second. In fact, if I'm going to take it, I have to take it now.
Yep.
So let me go ahead and do that. Because you're done moving those two stacks,
Yep.
I have to. If I'm going to shoot at
So
those
that's
two
as far as
stacks,
I can go.
yeah,
So
I
yep.
have to take it now. All right. So first 6 -2 for point blank opportunity fire. Um, that is a 6 -2 for point blank opportunity fire.
4.
Is 4. That is going to become. I'm going to save my
Which
grenade.
table are we on?
We're on the 6 table, the 5 to
Okay.
10. So that is 4
4.
casualty points. Yeah, I think it's going to be
Just pin them.
and it's, well, no, 4 casualty points. That's
Oh.
if yeah, that's going to be one entire squad. Because even if, well, no, sorry, let me not jip you here. That's going to be one entire squad. There's a half squad left, and then you can pin the half squad.
Yeah.
6 down to 3, that's 3, and then you pin that half squad. That becomes 4 casualty points assessed. Now,
Yeah.
that's horrible. The good news is that hex is now partially empty. So if Pierce wants to run up with some additional guys, this is how you do like a multi-staged assault. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6. You can get Pierce and another full squad in there with an assault weapon or with a support weapon.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, wrong group.
Wrong group.
Especially since Pierce is, and there's no more opportunity fire, at least not from that guy.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. The 20 millimeter flak is actually only 3. Really? Those flak guns are a lot less scary than I thought. Okay, 3, and yeah, 3. Point blank opportunity, or not point blank, opportunity fire in the open is -1 only, not -2, so I'm not point blank. So it's a 3, I'm on the first row, and I get to subtract 1. Oh boy. There we go. That is a 3. Oh my god. That was a good roll.
Oh.
Alright, so 3
Yep.
-1 becomes 2. On the 3 column, that is 5 more casualty points.
Ouch.
So we can take down those 3, and then you got to pay 2 more. You can knock that squad down to
Yep.
a
Half squad.
but they're not pinned.
Right.
Okay. And there is still only 3 infantry units in there. The bazooka does
Yep.
not count. Okay. Next, we have this bit of opportunity fire. The mortar cannot help. The mortar cannot
Right.
help. It has a minimum range of 2.
Yep.
So, I mean, I could have taken it while you were here in A6. Let me do that. The mortar, okay, but then the mortar crew. Okay, the mortar crew is going to take a shot while you're in A6. That's only, the 2 does not count. That's just going to be it's just the crew using the mortar. It's an H-class weapon. Again, we don't usually use these kind of weapons. An H-class weapon is heavy. Heavy class weapon means 2 things. Number 1, if you go to move with them, you subtract 1 from your movement rate. You cannot use them in assault. And if you want to actually fire them, you have to have a crew to fire them with. And the crew does not get to use its own firepower in addition to the firepower of the weapon, unless that crew is a full squad. This is obviously not a full squad, so that does not apply here. So it's going to be 5 points when you're in A6, +1 for point blank, no, not point blank, +1 for non-point blank opportunity fire in the open. That is -1 becomes 4. That is going to be 4 casualty points. Hold on.
So 2.
Yeah. Okay, cool. 2. So do you want to lose half a squad?
Yep.
Okay. Do I have half a squad that is valorous? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? What I did before. Change picture. Desktop. Believe it or not, this is the faster way to do this because he's got that that metal attached to him in graphics wise. Oh, those are the original Valorant victory counters. Market Garden, dummy. Find a half squad. Find a half squad. Find a half squad. Boom. Okay, done. Okay, now both Meyer's going to go ahead and fire the rest of the time. He's got only 1 point. Subtract two for point blank opportunity fire, and -1 for his own bonus. He noticed he did not put that -1 bonus on the mortar crew. An officer can only apply his bonus to one fire roll a turn, or one fire turn a phase. So, oh, 9 becomes an 8 with 1 point that he missed. He just straight out missed.
Hmm.
Okay. That's it for 1, 2, 3 opportunity fires. There's now only 2 infantry units in that hex. If you want to go
Yep.
ahead
Let's
and
go ahead and
charge, I would too.
strengthen them.
Yeah, because
Yep.
1, 2, 3. One of them's got to be an officer, so he gets the 6 movement rate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's always on the road. So believe it or not, that stack is legal. 2
Wow.
officers, full squad, half squad, 2 support weapons. That's going to be a tough hex. It's wooded and it's got sandbags.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
And
just can you move the other guys up, please?
yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because he started on the road. These
Yep.
guys did not start on the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy started on the road, and did we already move him? We already moved him.
He already
Yeah,
moved.
that's
He already
right.
moved. Don't move those. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, that was a bloody assault. But we're gonna have some, and it's gonna be more casualties when the assault goes in. But I don't think
Yep.
those German forces are gonna have too much against them. Okay.
Yep.
Uh, if that concludes movement, we are now in the advance and assault phase.
Yeah. Well, technically it would be defensive fire, but you've already fired, so
Defensive fire. I think everything I own is fired.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
you did.
yeah.
The only thing that didn't fire is that one SS trooper up there in the
I don't think he has
top
line of
of
sight.
town.
He gets blocked.
No.
He gets nicked by this, then gets nicked by that. So I don't think he has line of sight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But out of that, yeah, everything I have is either fired or pinned. All right, so we go
All
to
right, let's go
advance
to
and
some assault,
assault
shall we?
phase. Okay, just guys in the chat, don't let me. Jim is going in the files. That's right. Rasmus says he can't drink too much. He has to go to work tomorrow. Never let that slow you down. No, don't. I did not say that. Okay, here's the good news for this assault out here. These guys are pinned, which means
Yep.
poof. They literally surrender as soon as you walk up. All right, Erickson stands alone. He is up against 6 points, so the odds are 6 to 1. Do you want to throw in any grenades?
Yeah, let's do it.
You can
Let's
throw
throw
it.
in a set of grenades.
You've got, I think, 4 grenades left.
We can do one.
Okay, cool. Don't let me forget, the rest of your guys get to belly crawl one X as well in this phase.
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
I won't forget. Don't you worry.
All right, so that's going to help. It's just a little bit of insurance, that grenade. Cool.
Yep.
So here is our close assault table. Let me make sure that the chat can see that. All right, close assault table. All right, we are on the 6 to 1, which means, yeah, the table literally stops at 4 to 1.
Yep.
You have a -1 officer. I have a -1 officer, so that balances out. You're throwing in a grenade. I have no grenades left. Oh, the SS has no grenades left. So that's going to leave us down to. What that means is that you have 1 extra bonus than me. You have to roll now
Uh-huh.
an 11 or less on 2d6.
11 or less, huh?
Yep.
How about a
Here
6?
you go. A successful assault. Um, that will, however, be nonetheless. This is
One
the
point.
shitty. 4 points because you're assaulting hardened buildings. So
Okay.
it's the terrain bonus plus number of infantry units. Now there's no one around there to counter assault you or anything, so you'll be able to absorb some of that. Oof, actually no you won't. So he's dead. Unfortunately, they're dead. That's 3 points. And then he is in the X and he's pinned. That's
Okay.
your, that's your fourth point.
Eh,
But hey, you've got the hex, and
that's
technically
right.
it was an objective hex. And
Yep.
let me go ahead and move this away. There's no units of that comp group there. Yeah, assaults get nasty. Assaults definitely get nasty. Um, all right, now for these assaults. These are the ones I'm actually a little
Yep.
worried about. Oh God,
Whew.
I don't even know how to assault. I don't even know how to assault stupid vehicles. Okay, no worries. All right, let's do this northern assault first. You've got
Yep.
one, which becomes two because he's valorous. He doubles. Two more, that's four. 5, 10, and you can definitely use the bazooka because it's an L class weight weapon. You know, you can use a bazooka in an assault. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13 points against the total German defense. The Kubelwagen has 0 because, you know, it has no guns.
Yep.
4 for the half track and 2 for the gun crew. That is
Yep.
6. 13 versus
Yep.
6 is 2 to 1, honestly. You get to
Yep.
subtract 1. These are not cumulative, but you get to pick the best one. They're both -1, so it doesn't matter. Um, so that is. It's, okay, so hold on. Let me find the close assault table here. Because this is going to inform how many grenades you want to throw in. 2 to 1, you have to roll an 8 or less. I have no officers in there. You have one -1 officer. You have a -1 officer that's taking the attack in. That means your target number is going to drop by 1. So what you really need now is an unmodified 9. Do you want to make that
Yep.
any better? Throw in some grenades.
How many grenades do I have left?
You have 3 grenades left.
Let's do one.
Okay, 1 grenade gets thrown in there. Now you need a 10 or less on 2d6 for a successful
10 or
assault.
less.
Yep.
All right. You ready?
Oh yeah, let me get the webcam going. Sorry, there you go.
That's all right. I'm hesitating because, I just don't want to flub it. How about a 7?
Okay, you got it. That's a successful assault. All right, that is a successful assault. All units in the target hex wiped out without even, that's the reason. That's the point of a successful assault. You own the hex. You either killed or wounded or captured everybody in there. There are technically 2 German vehicles in that hex. I might be getting this part slightly wrong in the rules, but I'm not worried about it. Assaulting vehicles is a pain in the ass. There are half tracks on a Kubelwagen, so I'm not going to sweat it.
Uh huh.
And you now own that hex. Now, there was 1 infantry unit in that hex, and there is a hardened buildings, so that was 3. Total of 4 casualty
Yeah.
points. Ignore the first one because you've got Pierce as valorous. You're down to 3.
Yep.
You can
Yep.
pin everybody but Pierce and hopefully rally if that sounds like it might be a plan.
Can we just split the full squad?
Sure. That way everyone
Yeah, let's do that.
remains. Okay.
Yep.
I wouldn't worry about those gun crews assaulting you, but there are these bums up here.
Right.
All right. Honestly, you probably would have gotten away with it because you get to rally on 8 or less. But you know what?
Yeah, I
Better,
know,
better,
but
better safe than sorry.
just at this point in time, it's better just to remain as active as you can.
All right, that grenade is used up. You still have your grenade, or I'm sorry, your bazooka. Sweet.
Bazooka. Yep.
Wir haben
All right.
Bazooka jetzt haben geschwiegen. Now, when that 20 millimeter puts its next burst of fire into you, you do get +3 for those buildings. You own those buildings.
Okay.
Those nice,
All right.
big, thick Dutch gingerbread houses or whatever the hell they are. All right. Now for the other big assault. Oh boy.
Yep.
Heavy class weapon cannot be used in assaults. That includes being defended against assaults. Plus, you're well within its minimum range, so that 5 doesn't count.
Yep.
I get 1 for Meyer. I get 2 for Gun Crew. That's 3. You get 1, 2 for Major Cook. He doubles. This is within line of sight of the hex. Oh yeah,
Yep.
Rasmus. This game is a lot easier when no casualty counters are generated. There is no way in hell I would do an entire battalion-sized battle in modern combat. Oof, that would be oof, man. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because again, they double 2. They're valorous. 9, 10, 15. He has a BAR. Or an extra BAR. What did I say? 15, 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 15, 17 against 3.
3.
So again, you're on the 5-1 row, but it stops at 4-1.
Yep.
Do you want to throw in any grenades? Right now you get 10 or less. Oh, sorry.
No, I
It's
still
you
you,
have Cook.
you have emplacements.
You have Cook.
Yep. Yeah.
The emplacements in the terrain have nothing to do with your chances of success. It just increases the casualty cost.
Yeah.
So
So it's cooked. So that's
Cook,
another 3. So
3.
I mean,
You technically
it's a 12.
it's
Now,
past
anything.
the 12. Technically, it's the 13.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
So it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's how the rule works, but dude, that's Cook. So yeah, you win.
Well, I'd still roll because I would like to see if I get valorous.
Okay. I don't know if that would happen in an assault, but okay, yeah, if you want to roll, go for it.
I mean, it's up to you. If we want to save time and just say it's an automatic a success, I'm fine with that. It doesn't really
No,
matter.
go
to me.
ahead. Just don't
Okay.
roll a 12.
Okay. Yeah. Don't roll.
Box card.
How about a snake eyes?
Oh my god, you literally just said that. Now I have to actually look this up. Oh man. Now I'm actually kind of curious. Valor. Whenever a unit makes an AP or AT to hit attack dice roll, no, it doesn't. It doesn't work because what you did was an assault. Anti-personnel or anti-tank to hit attack dice roll. That does not include assaults. You know what? The hell with that. That was an assault. If it was ever a time that people become valorous. All right. Johnston gets
Okay.
it on a. Let's figure this out. 6, 7, 8 or less.
8 or less.
Yep.
9.
Okay. And these parachute. Oh, he's stacked with Cook. Sorry.
That's okay.
If we don't use his -1, he was stacked with Cook. Cook gives a -3. 6 for officers, 7 for elite, 9,
So
10,
a 10 or less?
11. Sorry, 8, 9,
Yeah.
10 for Cook's. These -3 commanders are absurd. Yeah. And you rolled what, a 10?
A 9.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah.
That full squad underneath there also has to roll a 10 or less.
5.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we are actually slightly not going by the letter of the rule book, but you know what? That's almost like going to be a house rule. If you get snake eyes in an assault, yeah, someone's going to become valorous. That's when valor, you know,
Yeah.
I think really happens. It's also going to really help because you're about to pay one hell of a butcher's bill. And having more valorous
Yep.
units in your hex is going to help. Okay. So, now everyone in there is valorous. One, two infantry units in there, two for the woods, two for the sandbags. That costs you a total of 6 casualty points.
Ouch!
Minus
Take a whole squad
four.
away.
Well, minus four because you have four valorous units in there now.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
So
Now you're down to
yeah,
two.
yep. So a half squad.
Or do you want to pin a half squad?
Let's pin them.
Pin
Let's
a
pin them at this point.
pin a half squad and pin one officer. That way,
Yep.
if you do fail, which I don't think you would, you're in there with a -3 officer.
Yeah.
No one's going to remain pinned in that hex, I don't think. But just in case. All right, the BAR is pinned. The
Yep.
30 caliber is not. The 30 caliber is being carried by this full squad, and of course Cook himself is not pinned. You want to leave Cook unpinned. That's for damn sure. That's where your +3 comes from.
Yeah.
Difference.
Rules are for wimps.
You know what? That's a rule that now that the more I think about it, I've actually run across that rule before. You know what? I mean, if I'm being cheesy, I'm being cheesy against myself. I've never understood that part of it. If you roll snake eyes in an assault, I mean, dude, assaults are when people win medals. I mean,
Yeah.
bayonet charges into enemy sandbags and shit. That's when it happens. It doesn't happen from you sniping somebody from 1,000 yards away. I think I've done that house rule before now, but no worries. But just for if anyone checks this out later on YouTube or whatever, we did totally house rule that. But I think totally justified in that regard. Also, she has
Nova
one.
Stumpler says he likes it, and it has his vote as well.
There you go. She also has one turn left to take 3 objective hexes. I don't know if she's going to make it, but we're going to see.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, now the guys that did not assault all get to move one more hex.
Yep.
Okay.
So move them all one hex closer, if you would, please.
Just on the road, they're staying on the road. This is your
Road,
choice. You
yep.
stay on the road, you get one movement point next turn. You go in the woods, you have cover.
No, move them on the road.
Okay, cool. Yeah, plus, I don't think too many people can see you, but no worries. Yeah, she's at that point in the game now, folks, where speed is more important than safety.
That's right. It only takes one counter to cover objectives.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go with right behind them.
Why'd you move all those up
What the hell
that
am I
far?
doing 7? Sorry. I got confused what phase I was
I mean,
in.
if you want to give it to me because I'm so amazing, that's fine. But
I'm completely clueless as always. It was actually a long day at work today. I'm like,
that's why I took the weekend off to celebrate Columbus Day and celebrate being an American. I went out and expressed my Second Amendment rights today. It was
there
amazing.
you go. That reminds me, I will be out next weekend. Not this weekend
Excellent.
coming up, the weekend after that. To celebrate something far more important than the discovery of America. Oriskany's birthday is October 18th.
Well, happy birthday.
It's way too early, and no, don't worry about it. But no, I will be.
Speaking of which, we got to record a show
Yeah,
sometime soon.
Last I heard, that's going to be Saturday. Our normal time is Saturday at 11. Is that going to work?
Yeah, we'll do. Jim, you might have to do it on your own with Ralph. I'm going to be in the city. I don't know if I'll be back in time.
Okay, I'll have to figure out how to do that. All right.
I'll walk you through it after we're done here. It's real easy.
Sweet. So I think that's it for assault and move. Oh, now we just have to see if we rally these guys. All right, these guys rally on a 6 because they're troops. Okay, it goes to a 7 because they're elite. Goes to a 10 because Major Cook is there kicking them in the ass. So roll for the officer, 10 or less on 2d6.
3.
Made it. Then roll for the half squad.
4.
He made it. What the hell? Oh, there he is. There's so many guys jammed in there. I was like, are we missing somebody? Alrighty. There was nobody else. Oh, there was one more guy pinned. Now this guy does not get to add his own leadership bonus to rally himself because he's
Uh
rallying
huh.
himself, but he still gets the benefit of being
Yep.
elite. So he needs a 7 or less on 2d6.
Okay. Does not make it. I got 12.
He remains pinned. Hey, it's better to
That's all
roll a
right.
12
I mean,
now than during a fire phase in German
yeah,
standard. So.
exactly.
All right, that's going to end American turn 7. German turn 7. No command phase,
Yep.
really. So we're going to go straight to fire phase.
Yep.
Panzerschreck, come on. Let me put a hole in one
Woo!
tank.
Here it comes.
Let me put a hole in
Make
one
sure you get that
tank.
camera up so people can see those big dice.
Oh, yeah. Big dice with small numbers. Here we go.
12. 12. 12.
That's a hit. All right,
Ooh.
I need a 7 or less, and that's a hit. Now, D versus frontal armor of a Sherman is a C. On the armor table, I may have just put a hole in a Sherman. I'll roll randomly to see which one. Because I'm not really allowed to pick, which one in the hex. Uh, D versus C. So that's the armor rating on top. The frontal armor of a Sherman is a C. The back armor is a B. Obviously, the lower the letter, the worse. So the armor on the front isn't great. The armor on the back is even worse.
Right.
It's a Sherman.
It's a Sherman. Yeah.
So and it's a Panzerfaust hit at point blank range, which has a D armor
Yep.
piercing value. So that D gets cross referenced with the C. That's my number on 2d12. All right. Both he does not get to help this. It's just up to the rocket. It's now down to physics. We've hit all the
Yep.
skill is out of the equation. We've hit the tank. I have to roll a 9 or less on 2d6. Come on, man. Give it to me. Hell no, boxcars.
My God.
There was a paint shell in the Panzer Shrek. God damn
Holy
you.
moly.
All right, Volpe is going to spend the rest of his taking that Panzer Shrek and wrapping it around somebody's head. Oh no! All right, 7 or less on my 20 millimeter. That's another hit. Now that has an A class penetration value versus a C. That's that 20 millimeter gun. A versus a C. If we cross reference that, we find out that I have a C or less. A C or less. A 3 or less.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen. But let me just roll for it.
You never know.
5. I got a lot closer. If the
Yeah.
Panzer Shrek had rolled that, you'd be short one Sherman right now.
Yep.
All right, such is life. I will put fire into these paratroopers for the best that I can. Try to pin some of them down so I will assault. But I don't think that's going to happen. It's only 3, and I have to add 3 to the die roll. Now you're in hardened buildings. I get
Yeah.
there's no officers in there. So I literally have to roll a 3 or less to do anything. I rolled an 11.
Never know.
That's not even close. Yeah, that
No.
dice flipped over when I was moving with my finger. That was an 11.
Yeah. I gotcha.
So that was nothing. Yeah, the German phase is becoming shockingly short. I think these guys are going to decide that discretion is a better part of valor. He starts off on the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is literally all that remains of that comp group. Someone has to live
Yeah.
to tell the tale. All right. Or he could huff it all the way back. He's going to run out of time and reassault that castle.
Uh,
But then your one officer out there will rally by then and brain him
Yeah.
out, probably back here in T2 somewhere. That's also like super cheesy. Okay, yeah, that's it for German fire phase. There's no everyone I own has moved or fired, so now it's American defensive fire phase.
Okay. Well, shall the paratrooper squad up north there take a shot at your 20 millimeter gun?
Yeah, several squads. All right, so
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A bazooka does count 8, 9, 10. And you get to subtract 1 from your roll, add 2 to the roll because he is in sandbags in the open.
Yeah.
So that will
So
be
what's my final modifier?
your final modifier is +1. And you are
+1.
on the,
Okay.
I think we said the 10 table? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, you're exactly at 10.
10.
Yep.
Jim.
Oh no. What is up with those dice? What is up with those dice? Uh, okay. Well, the crew is dead. I'm just going to go ahead and take them off. One thing I did kind of forget to say, if you want to try to hit, if the bazooka wants, oh, you know what? Never mind.
He's got front armor shield though, right?
Yeah, that's not going to matter. Okay, so this is a good example.
Okay.
You destroyed the gun anyway. So you were at 10. You rolled Snake Eyes, which is a 6. You had to add 1 to your roll. That's 5. So you're not allowed to pin a guy and then kill the same guy. So I'm going to pin. Right? No, you're not allowed to do that. So I'm going to kill the stack. You have to apply casualties against the stack and then pin survivors. You're not allowed to be cheesy and do it the other way around. 1, 2, and now there's 3 casualty points left to assess against the gun. He gets to ignore the first one because he has a gun shield. He's down to 2. 2 remaining casualty points does not exceed his casualty rating. Casualty rating is 3. Guns are weird. We went over this with the 88.
Yeah.
If you exceed that number, that 3, I don't get a saving roll. He's dead automatically. As long as you got past the gun shield, which you did. Number 1, I pinned him. Number 2, okay, so you did a total of 5. 1, 2 eliminated the crew. Now there's just the gun. It doesn't matter if the gun can't fire without the crew. But 1, 2, I'm sorry, are gone from the gun crew. There's 3 left. 1 pins the gun. 1 gets absorbed by the gun shield. There's still 1 left. So I still have to make a saving roll. So a lower casualty rating there, I think that 88 had a 4. This only has a 3. Means I now have to roll a 3 or less on 1d6. As opposed to a 4 or less on 1d6. So smaller guns, it's easier to exceed this threshold. Once you exceed that threshold, the gun's destroyed automatically. He doesn't get a save. And if you do manage to get past the gun shield and still hit them with at least 1 point, that saving roll is a little bit more difficult. Like that Kubelwagen that here we still have a Kubelwagen. That Kubelwagen has a save of 2 and no gun shield. So
Yeah.
it's easier to blow up a VW bug than a 20 millimeter gun. So anyway, long story short, take a hit. There was only one.
Drink.
There was only 1 casualty point that got past the gun shield, but it's enough to trigger a saving roll. I have to roll a 3 or less on 1d6, and I rolled a 2. The gun is technically still there.
Okay. But it's inoperable at this point, right?
Yeah. So basically,
I mean, unless you get another crew to it.
Unless I get another crew to it, yeah, which I don't think is going to happen.
Now, can I crew it?
No, the game does not. To my knowledge, the game does not. The game in the book does not allow that.
Okay.
I know Advanced Squad Leader would totally allow that. Advanced Squad Leader, I've seen battles have if people slug it out over like a discarded MG-34 in the ruins of Stalingrad. They fight over that thing like Leonidas' corpse at Thermopylae. The Germans take it, the Russians take it. That's my gun, damn you! And because they want that huge fire bonus.
All right. Well, that was that. I guess we go down to some little tank action, huh?
Yep. Oh my God.
All right.
Here come the tanks. Oof.
Well, I think we'll take the first Grenadier Guards against that nasty-ass Panzerschreck dude, Bothy.
Okay, so this is Michael. Oh, no, this is not Michael Caine. This is Michael Caine's buddy.
Nope, not Michael Caine.
Okay, but he gets the -1 bonus. So he gets the 10. He is close enough for his machine guns, and both his machine guns are in arc. So he gets a total of 17 points, -1 for his leadership bonus, or I should say -1 +3 for hardened buildings. So 17
So
plus
2.
He's up on this gray column, adds 2 to the result.
All right. Here we go.
Yep.
I got a 7.
7 becomes
A 9.
9. No,
Miss.
no effect.
Yep.
Okay, next we
Second
go.
one.
Yep. He has to add 3 to his roll.
Yep. Ah, it's 11.
Ugh, so close to a
Yeah.
sniper. Alright. Alright, you got more tanks?
Yeah. We'll go ahead and do the single Irish Guard first.
Okay. Yeah, all the rolls are going to be the same. It's 17 because all your guns are in arc and they're point blank
Okay.
range, obviously. And they're all the
So
Germans.
17.
All the Germans are in hardened buildings, so it's all going to be 17. Excuse me, 17. Add 3 to the roll.
Okay. So that solo Irish Guard. Oh my God, a 7 plus 3 is a 10.
Oh, that was close.
The other two tanks there.
Yep,
6 plus 3 is a 9. That's not going to do it.
close.
And the second one,
You need a 5 or less, really.
a 6.
Oh
Another one.
no! All right, so those Germans are
Nope.
holding on.
Wow. Unbelievable. Okay. That was defensive fire.
Yep. Um, and that will wrap me up for my. Oh yeah,
Turn 7,
because
huh?
yeah, because I've got nothing else to he'll do his assault movement.
Yeah.
And the German gun crew cannot, or the German gun can't pin because he has no troops in there. Yeah,
Yep.
that's weird because these gun crews were not whatchamacallit. They weren't part of the original game. I don't think. I think a player actually made those. So now that you've killed the gun crew, I don't know. You know what? Just assault it. He doesn't get opportunity fire, obviously, and you'll blow it up. As far as getting rid of that gun crew, basically, you run up to it, you throw a grenade down the barrel, and you spike the gun. Or for a 20 millimeter,
Oh, okay.
you throw the grenade in the breech or something.
Uh huh.
That's what
I'm
happens.
gonna honestly at this point I'm just gonna bypass it because
Yeah,
it's not a threat. So
yeah, because especially once you occupy Hex Alpha Foxtrot 6, now the Germans can't get
uh huh.
anybody to it. This guy is dead. Yeah,
Yep.
there's no drivers in these trucks that can, hop out, and
Yeah.
this guy's obviously running, so, yeah. Even if he turns around, he wouldn't
Yep.
reach it in time.
Yep.
Okay, last turn of the game.
Yep. Here we go. Here we go.
Yep.
And quick shout out to Novus Templar for a birthday shout out. His birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, no way.
Happy
Awesome.
33rd birthday. What a baby. 33 years old. I remember
Oh,
when.
I
And
got, I
then
got
Rasmus
30,
has come up with the drinking game.
33 wedding anniversary, is what I'm saying. Not
Wedding? I
birthday.
thought it was his birthday.
I'm seeing in the chat,
Did I
it says
misread
wedding,
that?
it's wedding
Oh
anniversary.
no, 33rd wedding anniversary. All right, I stand corrected. Congratulations.
Yeah, I've seen some people lie about their age. 33 is a touch much. I was gonna
Maybe I
say,
need to start drinking. All right,
drink on
turn
snake
8.
eyes, dude. If we had a shot for every snake eyes that you rolled, we'd all be dead right now. We'd be as dead as my Germans. We're on the way to the hospital. All right, turn 8. I think the Americans are gonna get it, but maybe not, because
I don't know. It's gonna be close.
that one stupid
It's
gun
gonna be a
crew.
close one.
I mean, these two are not really going to be an issue. Obviously, this one.
No.
Here we go. It's that last scene. Robert Redford, do it. He literally
Okay,
ran down that
so
bridge.
Major Cook is running down the bridge.
All right.
Haul him down the bridge as far as he can go.
1, 2, 3, 4. I will take some opportunity fire.
Okay.
He's taking all his guys with him.
Everybody's going.
1, 2, 3, 4. 30 cal. That's 2 infantry units in the hex. 3 infantry units in the hex, and this guy is carrying his 30 cal. 4 infantry units in the hex. There's a lot of counters in there, but believe it or not, it is legal. 4 infantry units allowed in the hex. 2 officers, a half squad, and a full squad, and the half squad and full squad are carrying support weapons. So yeah, there's a lot of junk in that hex. All right, so just to make sure that the game maintains its full movie recreation, I want to save my Panzerschreck. hopefully, for something else. But Bothy, who is not going to be able to fire at the tanks, he can apply his -2 to something else later on. But for now, he's just going to take his shot at Major Cook, just so Major Cook takes some fire coming down the Nijmegen Bridge, the way he did in the movie.
Uh-huh.
One -2. Opportunity fire point blank in the open is 3, 4
Mm-hmm.
total.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I might actually kill some people here. All right.
Well, you probably will.
I only get one. I'm on the red column, obviously. I keep calling them columns. The red row, obviously. But I get to subtract
I need a 12.
4 from my roll.
12.
Both he says no. Both he says get off my bridge. How about a 10? That's close enough.
Woo!
One casualty point. 10 minus 4 becomes 6, even with all my bonuses. I should have thrown a grenade in there. I will throw a grenade in there. That's going to be 5. Now I can say I've literally tried everything. That is going to be 2 casualty points.
Okay.
But you have 1, 2 valorous units in there at least.
Yep.
So you're going to absorb
Yep.
4 casualty points. Yeah, you absorb all that shit. And then it's going to be one of my grenades gone. I can only throw in one because only one guy fired. Yeah, that was it. Now at least Robert Redford took some fire coming down the bridge. Awesome.
There you go.
And technically these two are now American hexes. There's only one hex left. There it is, Alpha Hotel 9. It all comes down to that hex. It's all down to that. It's right there. All right. Okay. So here we go with any other? I don't think you can cram any more guys in there.
No, that's the full heck. So.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take the gun.
Yep.
On the road already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got that hex, and then these guys take the other hexes, or who knows? Yeah, you've got the game if you got that hex. All right.
Yep.
That gigantic map all collapses to that one little ring of fire right there. Here we go. Now we're on to your
fire phase.
I took my no, that was my opportunity fire phase. Yes.
Yep.
Your fire phase is over. You fired your tanks, and you started your movement. My opportunity fire is over. Now my defensive fire is going to go. The reason those Panzerschreck guys and those gun crews didn't fire is I want to take more shots at Shermans. So Panzerschreck, 7 or less. Come on, man. Do it. An 8. I just missed. Man, I can't buy a break in this game. My my 2-centimeter gun also I think missed with a 10. All right, that's it for my defensive fire. Now we go to your assault phase.
Yep.
Oh no. This 2-centimeter does not get to defend against the assault. It's just those 2 points. I assuming you're assaulting the objective hex. You pretty much have to. It's the last turn of the game. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's 1, 2. He doubles because he's in an assault. Because he's valorous. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 10 is 18. 20. 23. Oh man. 23 versus 12 is you're well past 4 to 1. I think you have 2 grenades left. I don't know if you want to even throw them in there. Yeah, you're throwing 1 grenade just to make it 11 or less.
Those are your grenades. Do I have any grenades left?
Oh my god, you're right. Yes, I think you have grenades left. You have 2 grenades left.
I thought I had 1 or 2 left.
You have 2 left. Yep.
Throw them both in there.
All right, now you need a 12 or less. Well, yeah, basically just 12. There's always a chance that you fail, so just basically don't roll 12.
Right. 7.
All right, that's it for that hex. Boom, done. Boom, done. You own the hex and win the game barely, but that is 4 casualty points. Hey, look, you've got 4 valorous units in there. 4 casualty points because there was 1 infantry unit in there, and hardened buildings is +3 terrain bonus, so that's 1 + 3 = 4. The Butcher's Bill was 4, but you got 4 valorous units. Each valorous unit can ignore 1 casualty point. And defending players always get to, or owning players, I should say, always get to declare what the hell, how they assess their casualty points within a stack. So the laborious way of saying, yeah, that didn't cost you anything, and nobody spend.
Yep.
There you go. Look at that. The airborne had to carry all the water. The tanks couldn't do it. Technically,
Well, did you want to try an assault with your
well,
Bothy in your
technically,
turn to
the
see if
Germ.
you can push me out of the
Well,
heck?
there is a German turn 10, and the Germans.
Yeah.
Well, your guy will just to keep Balti from being stupid cheesy or whatever. Yeah, yeah. It's just we're super rushing at this point, but yeah, just make
Yeah.
sure that nothing happens. No, but what Balti will do is I'm taking at least one damn tank with me. All right, so this is the German fire phase on the German turn 8. Um, so I need a 7 or less. Again, it starts off 8 or less, plus 3 for buildings, minus 2 for Balti, so my 8 goes to a 7 for my target number. There we go, we got a hit. Boom. Now I need a
There you
9 or
go.
less on a penetration check. Come on, do it this time. An 11. They're the Grenadier Guards, man. They're hardcore. Oh
Woo!
man, that is game. Well, yeah, we
That was an
failed.
awesome game.
And then technically in your fire phase, oh no, your defensive fire phase, you would fire at these guys and they surrender.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not even gonna, because on the German turn 8, the back end at the bottom of the eighth, so to speak, the German turn 8, you still technically get a defensive fire phase. So all those tanks would fire again, and plus all those Major Cook's little battle group would fire into those buildings, and one way or another, I think those Germans are toast.
Yeah.
Cool. So on the
That
last
was an
turn,
excellent game, Jim.
you got it. Awesome.
So history sort of repeats itself, shall we say?
Yeah, sort of. If anything, the Americans might have taken a little more losses than they did historically, but they
Yeah.
did not. They had to go a little further. Historically, they kind of met the Grenadier Guards on the bridge coming the other way. British tanks were on the bridge. That didn't happen here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. On a turn 9, they would have been, but no, they didn't. So, here you go. That was awesome.
Excellent. Yeah. Well played.
Alrighty. So, checking out the chat with a -3 as well. Yeah, he would slaughter those guys. It would be +3 for my buildings, but -3 for your fire bonus, and all those things get a +1 because they're mostly valors. What do we say? You had 1, 2. You get a +1 firepower check. You only double in assault, so he'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and a wash. So you're on this row. Do me a favor, G, just for fun. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll 2 dice on that row. This is before your tanks even fire.
7.
7 is 2 casualty points. He would pin down those 2 guys, and then your tanks would fire, and that would probably be the end of that. Because even
Yep.
at that point, even 1 casualty point kills them. And then even if they don't, then you assault them on turn 9 and they surrender. So no worries. Yeah, cool. But it doesn't matter because that'd be turn 9, which we're not doing anyway, and you already own the objective hex, and there's no way I'm taking them back. So cool. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed our Fall River at Nijmegen recreation here. Sort of a 75th anniversary. We were a little late on that. This actually took place on 20th September. But we wanted to definitely, do this nonetheless. We're running some games this weekend. I think it's going to be Dark Star on Saturday, and I'm not sure, but I might be trying to do something on Sunday. Well, I'm definitely going to be streaming something on Sunday with Dylan over in Australia. I'm thinking about maybe some very, very low scale, low level, borderline RPG infantry games, even if I have to create it. In fact, I will have to create it myself. Been thinking about like role playing in either a modern or post apocalyptic setting. Because I mean, right now for moderns, we have basically Panzer Leader 1991 and Valorant Victory rebuilds, and I'm starting to get the feeling that's getting a little stale, and I don't want things to get stale, so I want to bring in something new. So those are going to be our choices, hopefully for Sunday. If we do that on Sunday, it is going to be hella playtesting, like
Yeah,
graph paper and pennies versus quarters kind of a thing. Because we're literally just going to be starting that whole new game system from scratch. Um, I would use Ultra Combat Modern if I had it, but I don't yet. So I have to use a game of my own. Plus, I got to use again. Ultra Combat Modern uses cards. Cards are the Achilles heel of converting games into this system. When you have anything to do with cards, cards are tough to do in this system. I mean, how are you going to do it? It's possible, but it's really hard. Um, so that's the reason I'm not using a pre-existing game. We were talking about doing some sort of modern role-playing thing earlier. It
yeah,
didn't really pan out, so I'm going to think about. I'm not promising this yet, but I'm thinking about picking up the torch and carrying it home. Now, if we do it, it's going to be super light. Like your stat sheet is going to be like six numbers. It's going to be super super light, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So who knows? And probably some Dark Star on
perfect.
Saturday. All right. So that's going to close us out for. Oops. Let me zoom out the map a little bit so we
And
can.
thank you everybody who came out. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, our Twitch subscribers. Tell all your friends. Help us spread the love and the word. A lot more stuff in the works, and we definitely want to keep bringing you guys the best of gaming, and just hoping for an exciting future here. And thanks to Jim for all your hard work. The map was beautiful. I love the original one. Um,
I
you
literally
know,
can't tell the
anybody out
difference.
there,
I literally because I
I
mean
I, I loved it.
it's created in the original map is like 300 DPI, but we're brought. The web conference here is in 1080, and we're broadcasting I think in 720, maybe
Yeah,
1080 on Twitch.
720.
So basically, all that resolution is doing is chugging the stream. It's not really helping.
Yeah,
You can't really see it. I mean, I can see it here on my like 30-inch, Samsung or whatever, but most people are not going to be able to see this, especially over our stream. So I don't know. Maybe I need to just get better at designing stream-friendly maps, especially when they're this big. But no worries. Cool.
that was awesome. Thank you guys. And Jen had a nice little suggestion. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get support for free for Twitch Prime. I didn't know that. She's so smart.
Yeah, that's an old, previously recorded trick. Um, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get one free subscription on Twitch. Ever since Amazon bought Twitch,
Oh,
you can only do it once, so you can free support one channel of your choice. We hope it's us, but even if it's not
yes,
us,
please.
have it be somebody. There's no reason that a multi-bazillionaire should get $5 free. I mean, have him have him pay for some of our some of our. He's giving it away. I mean, he's got money to burn. So whoever I can't remember the guy's name, but it doesn't matter. Um, yeah. So sweet. Game's over. Very narrow American victory, but those are my favorite kind. And yeah, I'll go ahead and shut down the stream, everybody. Again, if anyone's interested in either Dark Star on Saturday or possibly like really game ground floor, let's start designing our own role playing system for like modern skirmish RPG type stuff. Um, that is going to be Sunday, I think at 4 p.m. Eastern U.S. It has to be a little later than usual because we're trying to accommodate Dylan in Australia. It's 6 a.m. Monday morning his time, um, which he's happy with. I can't believe it, but he gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning to game with us. That's the reason our time gets a little bit shifted on Sunday when we game with Dylan. But he's a big skirmish guy. He's mostly Napoleonics and other time periods, but we're gonna take a swing at moderns and see if we can make that
Excellent.
work. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down the stream. Thanks very much for supporting us, everybody. G, thanks very much for a great game.
Thank you.
And I will shut down the stream. And again, thanks everybody for supporting SitRep, and we will see you later on in the week. Take it easy. Oh, you know what? I will.
Are you looking to become a Tier 1 operator in the gaming world? Elevate your games with Black Site Studio Terrain.
Okie doke.
Yeah. Listen, G, I don't know if I really feel. I don't want to say feel comfortable, but I don't know if. I would rather we reschedule if you're not going to be able to run the
No,
recording.
then can we do it Sunday morning? Because I'll be back Saturday afternoon.
Sunday morning actually works better for me. Dark Star
Okay.
starts like noon or 1 on Saturday, and it doesn't,
Uh-huh.
like I just said, we're not gaming on Sunday till at least 4. So actually,
Okay. Well,
Sunday Sunday works a little better for me.
okay. I'll send a message to Chris and Ralph and let them know. What time would you like to do it on Sunday?
Anytime's cool as long as we're done by 4.